Aging brings wisdom, life experience, and a deep sense of personal understanding. While it can feel good to share stories, lessons, and even private matters with others, some things are best kept to ourselves. This doesn't mean being secretive or closed off. Instead, it's about protecting your well-being, respecting your boundaries, and ensuring you maintain control over your life and choices. Here are 9 things that, in many cases, are best kept private as we move through our later years. Number 1. Financial details. Talking about finances can be tricky at any age, but as we get older, it's often wise to be extra cautious about who we share financial details with. This includes discussing things like income, savings, investments, property values, and debt. Financial information is personal, and sharing too much about your finances can sometimes make you vulnerable. Even well-meaning friends or family members might unintentionally put you in uncomfortable situations by making suggestions or offers based on what they know about your finances. More importantly, there's always a risk, albeit small, of falling victim to scams or even pressure from people who might not have your best interests at heart. If you need financial advice, it's best to consult a trusted financial advisor or someone professionally bound to keep your information confidential. A financial expert can help you without overstepping any personal boundaries, and you'll feel more secure knowing you're in good hands. If you need financial advice, it's best to consult a trusted financial advisor or someone professionally bound to keep your information confidential. A financial expert can help you without overstepping any personal boundaries, and you'll feel more secure knowing you're in good hands. Financial matters are often a delicate balance, especially in later life. Not only are you protecting yourself, but also those around you from awkwardness or misunderstandings. If someone asks about your financial situation, it's perfectly fine to say something gentle yet firm, such as, "I'm comfortable, thank you." This way, you can communicate boundaries without appearing secretive. If family members seek financial help or advice, remind them and yourself that while you may be willing to support within reason, your own financial well-being is your priority. Sometimes a small act of support, whether financial or emotional, is all that's truly needed. Financial privacy also contributes to your peace of mind. By not worrying about others' expectations or judgments regarding your finances, you can make more thoughtful, deliberate decisions. Let's say a friend asks, "How much are you saving for retirement?" Instead of giving a specific figure, you might say, "I'm comfortable with where I am, and I plan to enjoy my time." This acknowledges the question without revealing sensitive details. If your adult children ask about inheritance, a simple reply such as, "I've made sure everything's in order and will communicate any necessary details in time," reassures them. This way, you keep control over what's shared and can adjust over time as you see fit. Consider creating a document listing your trusted financial advisor's contact information. If anyone has questions about finances or inheritance, they can direct their inquiries there, which provides both boundaries and peace of mind. Think of this privacy as part of your legacy, safeguarding your choices and your family's respect for them. Number 2, medical information. It's natural to want to talk about health concerns, especially if you're managing chronic conditions or experiencing new symptoms. Yet it's important to consider carefully who you share medical details with. While sharing with loved ones can provide comfort, talking too openly about every health issue can sometimes create undue worry or lead to uninvited advice or judgment. Family members or friends might begin offering unsolicited remedies or lifestyle changes that may not align with what your healthcare provider suggests. Moreover, discussing health details can sometimes shift people's perceptions, causing them to view you in terms of health limitations rather than the whole, vibrant person you are. Find a trusted healthcare provider who listens to your concerns and respects your treatment choices. You might also consider confiding in a close friend or partner who truly understands your needs and respects your privacy. Sharing selectively ensures that you maintain your independence and dignity. Health is a deeply personal journey. While it's natural to share medical concerns with loved ones, oversharing can sometimes place an unintended burden on others or create misconceptions. When discussing health, if you choose to share, try to focus on the positives. Instead of describing symptoms in detail, talk about what you're doing to stay well. Consider only discussing your health in a way that's comfortable for you and when it feels appropriate. Sometimes less is more, and small updates may be sufficient to keep family informed. By protecting the privacy of your medical information, you give yourself the opportunity to focus on your healing journey rather than on others' opinions or worries. If you're dealing with a chronic condition but don't wish to discuss it in detail, you can say, "I'm following my doctor's advice and taking care of myself." This reassures others without burdening them with the specifics. For family who might worry, consider occasional brief updates like, "I'm doing okay, just keeping up with my checkups." This reassures without delving into every detail, allowing loved ones to focus on positive aspects of your health journey. If friends bring up health-related topics, gently steer the conversation to other uplifting activities like shared hobbies or upcoming outings. This reinforces the idea that while health is a part of life, it doesn't have to define every interaction. Health is personal. By choosing what to share and when, you allow yourself to focus on self-care instead of managing others' reactions. Number 3. Estate plans and inheritance details. One of the more sensitive topics as we grow older is the matter of inheritance and estate plans. This includes what you plan to leave to your children, grandchildren, or other loved ones. While it's essential to have a will and clear estate plans, discussing the details prematurely with family members can sometimes create expectations or even tension within the family. Talking about who will inherit what, or how assets will be divided, might unintentionally spark feelings of resentment or entitlement among loved ones, even if that's not your intention. Make sure your will and estate plans are in order and up to date with the help of a lawyer. You might share basic information about your wishes with a trusted person, like the executor of your will, but avoid going into too many specifics unless necessary. This will help ensure that your wishes are carried out without misunderstandings or conflicts. Estate planning is essential, and there's a sense of security in knowing that your affairs are in order. However, oversharing details of inheritance can create unnecessary complications. If family members inquire about your estate plans, a polite, "everything is taken care of," can assure them without offering too many details. This communicates that you're responsible for these matters without opening doors for debates or expectations. Remember, you've earned the right to decide how your assets are distributed based on your own values and wishes. Protecting this choice from family opinions is part of honoring yourself. Estate planning is a personal matter that reflects your life's values and achievements. When you keep it private, you preserve this independence and reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings. If someone insists on asking about your estate, you might respond, "Everything is taken care of, and I feel good about it." Keeping it simple and straightforward reassures them without opening doors to further questions. If you feel it's necessary to discuss inheritance with your children, focus on the values behind your decisions rather than specific amounts. Explain that your goal is to support family harmony and that any planning has been done with that in mind. If grandchildren show interest in inheritance, gently share that the legacy you wish to leave behind includes family traditions, memories, and values, rather than financial gifts alone. This sets a tone of appreciation for family bonds over monetary gain. Estate planning is an act of love and responsibility. By keeping details private, you're setting a tone of respect for your choices and the family values that matter most. Number 4. Personal beliefs and political views. Personal beliefs, including political views, are deeply held and can sometimes be polarizing topics. As we age, these beliefs may become even more meaningful to us, yet it's often best to tread lightly when sharing them with others. We all know how quickly discussions around personal beliefs and politics can become heated, even with family and friends. This is particularly true today, where opinions can be strongly divided. While it's normal to want to share and explain our views, doing so might lead to tension, arguments, or even hurt feelings, especially with younger generations who may see things differently. If you feel the need to share, look for those who are open-minded or who share your views to some extent. Or, if you'd rather not discuss these topics but still feel the need to express them, Consider journaling your thoughts. This can be a cathartic way to express your beliefs without risking misunderstandings. As we get older, our beliefs can become integral to our identity. Sharing them thoughtfully is key to maintaining harmony and understanding with loved ones, particularly in a polarized world. When discussing beliefs, focusing on values everyone shares, like kindness, generosity, and family unity, can create connection without tension. Some friends or family members may share your views, and discussing these topics with them can be comforting. When sharing with those who may not agree, use gentle language and avoid trying to convince or debate. Private beliefs are just that, private. When you preserve this boundary, you create space for open-hearted relationships and avoid unnecessary tension. Imagine a family gathering where the topic of politics arises. Rather than engaging fully, you might say, "I think everyone has unique experiences that shape their views," and then steer the conversation toward a common interest, like family stories or upcoming holidays. If friends or family persist, try saying, "I understand how strongly you feel about this. I think we can respect each other's perspectives and focus on enjoying each other's company." This helps maintain harmony without a deep dive into divisive topics. It's okay to have a private journal where you reflect on your beliefs. Writing down your thoughts can give you a healthy outlet, especially when it's best not to share them directly with others. Your beliefs are part of what makes you unique. By keeping some of these views personal, you allow yourself the freedom to evolve and enjoy peace without the need to defend your opinions. Number 5. Past mistakes and regrets. We all carry memories of things we might have done differently, but sharing too much about past regrets doesn't always serve us or those we love. Revisiting past mistakes can sometimes create unnecessary focus on things that no longer define who you are. Sharing these regrets with others, especially younger family members, might lead them to see you in a way that you've long moved past. It can also be emotionally taxing to relive painful memories, and in some cases, others may not fully understand the context or reasons behind your decisions. If you feel burdened by these memories, try writing them down in a private journal as a way to release them. Forgiving yourself and letting go is often the healthiest choice. Consider speaking with a counselor if you feel unresolved emotions. They can provide a safe and non-judgmental space to process and move forward. Every life is made up of decisions we would change in hindsight. However, sharing too much about past regrets may invite misunderstanding or judgment, even from well-meaning friends or family. Rather than dwelling on the past, use mistakes as a way to inspire others subtly, without delving into specifics. This helps others learn while maintaining your dignity and privacy. If you have a deep regret that still feels heavy, a counselor or therapist can be a safe person to talk to. This way, you can release any lingering pain without involving family dynamics. Regrets don't define you. By keeping these moments private, you allow yourself to focus on the fullness of your life, rather than moments of difficulty. If a family member asks about your past, and it brings up regrets, respond with, "I've had experiences that have taught me a lot, and I'm grateful for how they've shaped me." This way, you acknowledge growth without dwelling on the details. Use past mistakes as quiet inspiration. For example, if you've learned the importance of saving, offer general advice like, "Planning ahead has made all the difference in my peace of mind," without mentioning past missteps directly. For any regrets that surface, writing down what you learned and expressing gratitude for the wisdom you've gained can be healing. It also helps you reframe regrets as valuable life lessons rather than burdens to carry. Mistakes don't define you, they shape you. By embracing them privately, you nurture self-compassion and preserve the dignity of personal growth. Number 6. Plans for major lifestyle changes. As we move through life, it's natural to consider changes in our living situation, travel plans, or even moving closer to family or to a retirement community. While discussing these plans with others might seem harmless, it's often wise to be careful with whom you share such intentions. Announcing potential lifestyle changes, especially before they're fully decided, can sometimes lead to unnecessary opinions, pressure, or even worry from family and friends. Loved ones may respond by offering their own thoughts on what they believe is best for you, which can make it harder for you to make the decision that truly feels right. They may also start planning or adjusting their lives around your plans, even if those plans are not yet set in stone. Take your time and weigh your options carefully. If you're considering a significant change, perhaps share your thoughts only with a trusted advisor or a close friend who respects your process without influencing it. When the time is right, and if you feel comfortable, share your plans once you're confident in your decision. Planning changes, whether it's a move, travel, or a new hobby, is exciting. However, keeping these plans private until they're certain can reduce unnecessary stress or influence. Take the time to visualize your plans privately before sharing. When you're sure of what you want, sharing selectively becomes easier and more authentic. Knowing the personal reasons behind your decisions makes it easier to communicate them gently to others when the time is right. Making major life changes is about your fulfillment and well-being. By keeping them private until they're certain, you avoid feeling pressured and ensure decisions align with your true wishes. If you're planning a big move or a significant change, consider saying, "I'm exploring some new ideas and will share more when things are settled." This keeps curiosity at bay without getting into the finer details prematurely. When the time is right, share plans with close family or friends in stages. For instance, if you're considering relocating, share only once you've finalized your choice, allowing them time to process without influencing your decision. The more you keep certain decisions private, the easier it is to change your mind without feeling obligated to justify the shift. This gives you the freedom to explore fully before making a final commitment. Lifestyle changes are your choice, your adventure. Keeping them private until they're clear gives you the time to decide with confidence and without outside pressure. Number 7. The full extent of your generosity. Many people, as they grow older, feel a natural inclination to give, whether it's to family, friends, or charitable causes. However, sharing the full extent of your generosity can sometimes lead to misunderstandings or even feelings of expectation from others. Revealing how much you plan to give, or to whom, may unintentionally place pressure on family members or friends who might feel they need to match your generosity. Others might also feel an expectation to receive gifts or financial help, which can create uncomfortable dynamics. Additionally, oversharing in this area could sometimes attract attention from less scrupulous individuals who may see an opportunity. Give quietly and thoughtfully, keeping your motivations personal. When it comes to helping family or friends financially, make sure you're doing so because it aligns with your values and resources, not because it's expected. Giving anonymously to charities is also a meaningful way to give without drawing unnecessary attention. Being generous is often deeply fulfilling, especially later in life. However, there's value in keeping your generosity private, whether it's for family, friends, or charitable causes. Many charities accept anonymous donations, allowing you to give freely without expectations or attention. If helping family, consider smaller gestures that are meaningful yet sustainable. This way, family members won't come to expect large contributions, and you won't feel overwhelmed. Generosity is a gift in itself. Keeping your giving private preserves the authenticity of the act, making it even more meaningful and rewarding. If someone asks about your charitable contributions, a gentle response could be, "I support causes that matter to me, but I prefer to keep it private." This communicates kindness without inviting others' judgments or expectations. If family members know you're a giving person, be mindful of how much you offer. Sometimes small gestures, like sending a handwritten card or sharing a home-cooked meal, can be even more meaningful than financial gifts. Think of ways you can give that align with your values. Whether it's volunteering or small financial donations, consider giving in ways that bring you joy and fulfillment. Generosity is a beautiful quality. By keeping your giving private, you create a deeper connection with the act itself and reduce the potential for misunderstandings. Number 8. Intimate relationship details. In later years, intimacy and companionship often take on a new, perhaps deeper meaning. Whether you're in a long-term relationship or exploring companionship again, it's often best to keep intimate details private. Sharing too much about your relationships, especially intimate details, can sometimes shift how others perceive both you and your partner. It may also invite opinions or advice that aren't always helpful or respectful, which can be intrusive. Some friends or family members might be well-meaning but can unintentionally overstep boundaries when they know too much about your personal life. If you feel the need to talk about relationship matters, consider confiding only in someone you trust completely, someone who respects your privacy and won't judge. Or write down your thoughts and feelings to reflect on privately. Sometimes, keeping these details within the relationship helps protect its uniqueness and preserves a healthy boundary. Companionship and intimacy can be fulfilling at any age. Maintaining privacy about your relationship is often a way of showing respect for your partner and for yourself. When talking about your relationship, using respectful, simple phrases like, "We're very happy together," communicates your joy without delving into private matters. Foster open, honest communication within your relationship instead of discussing details with others. This builds a strong, trusting connection that doesn't rely on outside validation. When you keep intimate details private, you protect the uniqueness of your relationship and nurture a safe space for both you and your partner. If someone preys about your relationship, consider saying, "We're happy together and that's what matters." This respects the privacy of your bond while gently ending further questions. If you're in a new relationship, protect it by focusing on building trust before sharing with others. This allows your connection to strengthen without external influence or pressure. Keep conversations and bonding moments between you and your partner. This privacy fosters a special connection where both of you feel safe to be yourselves. Relationships are unique and personal. By respecting the privacy of your bond, you nurture its strength and safeguard it from outside opinions. Number 9. Private opinions about family members. It's natural to have opinions and perspectives on family matters, as well as on each family member's life choices or behaviors. However, it's often best to keep certain thoughts about family members to yourself, especially when it comes to sensitive or critical opinions. Sharing private opinions about family members, particularly if they're critical, can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, or even conflicts that weren't intended. This is especially true if such opinions reach the person in question through others. Additionally, as older family members, there's a tendency for our words to carry a lot of weight, and even a passing comment might be taken more seriously than intended. Reflect on your thoughts, and if necessary, express them privately in a journal rather than in conversations. If you feel strongly about a particular issue and believe it needs to be addressed, try doing so in a way that's gentle and constructive, and choose a private setting to avoid embarrassment or tension. Family dynamics can be complex, and everyone has their quirks. Sometimes, keeping private opinions about family members to yourself helps maintain harmony and respect. When thoughts arise about a family member's choices, remind yourself of the qualities you love about them. Shifting focus to positive attributes can help ease judgments or frustrations. If there's something critical to address, choose a calm, respectful setting to discuss it directly. Avoid venting to other family members, as this can create unnecessary strain. By keeping opinions private, you preserve family harmony and foster an environment where everyone feels respected and valued. If you find yourself frustrated with a family member, rather than venting, use phrases like, "Everyone has their journey, and I'm learning to accept that." This mindset encourages patience and avoids unnecessary family tension. Rather than sharing criticisms, focus on commonalities. Share stories, create traditions, or celebrate each other's achievements. These moments of connection strengthen family bonds and reduce conflict. Keep a list of qualities you admire in each family member. When frustrations arise, revisit this list to remind yourself of the positive impact they bring to your life. Relationships are precious, especially family ties. By keeping private thoughts private, you contribute to a positive, loving family environment. In the journey of life, our wisdom grows, and so does our appreciation for the preciousness of privacy and boundaries. By choosing what we keep to ourselves, we honor our own stories, our relationships, and the lessons we've gathered along the way. As we protect these inner spaces, we allow them to blossom quietly within us, like a garden that flourishes in stillness. Remember, it's not selfish to hold on to certain things. It's an act of love and respect, both for ourselves and for those around us. By treasuring what truly matters, we leave a legacy of grace, dignity, and wisdom. So cherish your story, nurture your peace, and let your life be filled with the richness of quiet strength and gentle understanding.